All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
First down, Brissett. A dump underneath to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Brissett on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Finding room inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. This will be caught at about the 5. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Shotgun. It's Brissett. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! What?
Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Detroit! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now out come the Bills. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What?
On play action, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Dorsett. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon as it's they'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Good! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On third down, it's Marshall, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Gone!
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Flex round!
Brissett now on 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Gone.
start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round!
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On 3rd down, Brissett. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A first throw for the backup Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now he'll escape to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jacoby Brissett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Give me a kiss, Aiden.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific.
Love you.
But to get one, that was huge.
Good night. Stop being bad, man. Let's, mom.
You do have, we're still in the first half.
Go night, night.
The entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board.
Yeah, she getting mad because you're not listening. Go take that to mommy.
We'll see as we go along.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Watch him now, Barney. Check four. Over.
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. In that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Complete to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
It looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run with Marshall. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Keith Marshall with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give. This is Murray. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check, check. 56, Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hey, check 24, check 24.
They pitch it out to Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now Marshall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch him now, Barney. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Gun.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Gun.
Now it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
It's caught at the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Bills getting set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bills on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What a great play and tackle. As a strong safety, you know what you're taught? That you are a hybrid player. You've got to be able to play the pass back deep, but especially the run up close, almost like a linebacker. And on that play, he took care of every responsibility.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this is...
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 30.
Piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Top. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arm guarded, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get up here for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. How did he stay on his feet? Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson now. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.